Dreams podcast where success leaves clues and someone has your answer. Joined as always with my lovely co-host, Mrs. Tia McKissick.
Hey.
My niece, Mia Parker.
Hey.
And my youngest daughter, Talina McKissick.
Hey.
All right, so today, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about old school meets new school. So I'm officially old school now. I'm certified. So one of the things we want to talk about is some of the things where old school and new school communicate together to kind of figure some of these things out. Because I know I have been you all's age, but you have never been my age. So there may be some things I could teach you. But there's also some things you may be able to teach me, some things I don't know. One of the things I want to first and foremost get into is social media. Tia and I never was on social media our whole marriage. And that was kind of, for me, I thought it was helpful. Because again, I was working so much, I didn't have time for social media or anything because I was always working. But I know this generation is really in tune to social media. So I guess my question, because I want to learn something today, is social media beneficial for you?
Yes.
So what's beneficial about social media?
That you can make money.
Okay, go ahead.
Promoting your business.
So you promote your business, you can make money. What else is social media good for?
Reaching out, networking with people.
I feel like seeing parts of the world that you never seen before, like different states, countries, traveling.
Yeah, I didn't think about it like that because, like I said, Tia and I have never been on social media, so I really don't understand what's going on there. But I know you all are on social media big time. So with social media, you said it is beneficial. Do you think you can live without social media?
I mean, we had when we was younger, so yes.
Okay.
But now that I'm introduced to it, no, I can't.
You say you need it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what is it that you need about social media? Because again, I'm trying to learn something. Because I don't know. I really don't know. What is it that you need about social media?
I think it's an outlet.
It's an outlet. So how much time do you spend on social media?
It's like hours, like
A day?
a day.
Wow. See, and I think that's where the disconnect for me is. And again, I'm old school,
Right.
but I've always been working, right? And Tia always had children in the home, so we've always been busy. I mean, I've been very busy. Now that I got a YouTube account and Tia does TikTok, it seems like that could consume your time also. So I could see how you could spend hours on it. But I'm very careful because again, first and foremost, I don't do too much time on it. I try not to because again, I don't have that type of time. But I can see how you can get consumed with social media. So what's the best social media platform? What's your opinion?
Instagram.
Instagram. What about Instagram?
That's how you promote. Like, if you want a business, you can make a business page. And,
So do you think you could be? Do you think you can't be in business if you don't have an Instagram?
I just feel like Instagram is an easier come up than having without social media, trying to build your business platform without social media.
Yeah. And plus, it seems like you reach a lot of people that way too.
Right.
It seems like in other states and also like Mia said, in other countries also.
And also, you can find, different hairstylists and different people on Instagram. Even our daycare business. A lot of people find us off our Instagram page.
Yeah, I know with YouTube, it's a lot of motivation you can look at, and I like it for that aspect of it. I do watch a lot of motivational material on YouTube, so I guess I can see your point with that. One of the things we wanted to get into also, and I did learn a lot about that, but one thing Tia and I talked about, we got married in 2021. I haven't been to a wedding in years. Is the new school getting married? Yes or no?
No.
I want to go to a wedding.
I've never been to a wedding.
Really?
But I think there's a select few of people who is getting married though.
Okay, but why do you think the younger generation needs to get married? And we could be just guessing, but I know I haven't been to a wedding in years where it used to be weddings, at least once a month. Why is it that people aren't getting married?
social media.
So what do you mean by that?
I feel like, I don't know. What do you think, man? Now I'm piggyback right off you.
Now I feel like people see like what's out there, like, you know how you feel like, oh, you think it's like, you know, somebody looks better
Mm-hmm.
than what you have, and it's like,
So it's a lot of temptation out there.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, one thing, and just for some advice, again, I always say the work ethic has served me really well. It seems like if you stay busy, that kind of alleviates some of that. Just a suggestion. It seems like the busier I am, the less time I have to do or keep my focus on someone else.
Right.
I just keep the focus on myself because, again, I'm so busy. And again, I want to get my rest. And now T and I be getting exercise. A lot of our time now, T, is spent with exercise. Believe it or not.
Walking.
Yeah, it's like we're too busy not to exercise now. So it seems like we take a lot of our time doing that. So I guess when we talk about marriage, and I'm talking about marriage, a wedding ceremony.
Mm-hmm.
And Talina, you said you never went to a wedding? Wow. So because social media is out there, you can see what other people are doing. Are you seeing any weddings on social media?
Not really. Well, like, if I do see somebody, they're in their, like, 30s.
Ah.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what it is. So people are getting married older? Okay.
Yeah.
And you know one thing that may be able to help you, when I was your age, I used to always think I was behind in life. I would always say, oh, I'm behind. But I want you to know, because like I said, I'm much older than you. You're not behind in life. You are where you are because that's exactly where you want to be. And again, you can change and put yourself anywhere in life you want to be. So just know that you're not behind in life. You know?
Yeah, me and Talina always talk about like how we feel like we're behind, but we're really not. Because you compare yourself on social media, like, oh, she's 22, like she got her own business, she got her own apartment, she has her own car. But you know, sometimes you don't know. Her mother might be starting that car for her, and you know, starting a business for her.
Yeah, you know, that's one of the things, I guess, it's escalated with social media. Because again, even when I was your age, I thought I was behind. And I was working crazy. And I had those feelings. So I could imagine with social media how those feelings just double. And how those feelings probably add up with that. But again, just some advice, you're not behind in life. You're exactly where you want to be. And everything always work out for the best.
Yeah, I tend to, like, compare myself to, like, older people. Like, in there, like, 23, 25, 24. Because I feel like when I get that age, I should have my own, like, a big house, a car, like, just a nice life.
Yeah.
You have a nice car. You just bought it.
Well, one of the things about it, when you think of it like that, and again, that's why I like this conversation, because again, for me, I had Tom who would, spend hours talking to me. And the more questions I would ask, the more excited he would get and get more information. But one of the things I would say is that once you get to this place, right, this place with the big house, the big car, it may not be what you think it is. It may not be what you think it is. And again, one of the things that I've come to realize is that it's nothing like having somebody to share it with. And it's nothing like having someone who's your true friend. Because without that, again, you may get to this promised land and it may not be what you thought it was. Because again, both of you have amazing ability. You're going to get there. I know you are, because again, you have amazing ability and you both have a support system around you. You're fortunate. But I'm just trying to let you know that when you get what you think you want, it may not be what you thought it was. So just be careful with that and always spend every day working on being happy for that day, because tomorrow's not promised.
Right.
You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things we talked about also was living expenses. Someone said that the living expenses was less expensive when we were coming up than when you are now. Do y'all believe that?
Yeah, because how much was the average apartment for y'all?
Our first apartment was what?
$500 a month.
$500.
Right. So it's like nowadays the average apartment price is about $2,000.
But we wasn't making as much.
Yeah, but again, and I was working a lot. So that's one of the things. I think it's all relative. And I think what it is just one of the things I would say with T and I and I wouldn't say it was our whole generation, compared to what I'm seeing now, is that we didn't get the benefits that you have. When Tia was 21, 22, 23, we wasn't going to Red Lobster. We wasn't going out to eat. We wasn't doing all these vacations.
Right.
Well, Tia and I, we always took the kids. We went on vacation. That's what we did do. We would take our tax money and always go on vacation. But we didn't go out. We didn't do some of the things that you all do.
Right, because when I was growing up, we ate at home. Every meal was at home. I didn't start going out to eat until I got married. When we got married at 21 years old.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things where you all are enjoying a whole nother level that you don't even realize how good life is for you, you know? So that's one of the things where, and you talk about independence. What do you think being independent means?
I feel like having your own car and a job,
But both of y'all have your own car.
being paying bills, having your own house.
And that's one of the things I told you when I was your age. Tia and I had our first apartment. We were 21,
21.
and I did the vision board, and I put that vision board on the wall, and I would look at it every day. We had a townhouse, we had a minivan, and then we would look at it every day, and it came true. So one of the things what you want to get a vision board so you can see exactly every day what you want.
Right.
So it's not like a guess. I think I want a house. Oh no, I think I want a condo. I think I want a townhouse. Oh no, I think I want this. You know exactly what you want and you look at it every day. And that's how it can come true. It works. So I would definitely suggest a vision board.
Right. And when you did your vision board, did you see yourself, like your visions coming true when y'all?
Believe it or not, one of the things, again, I had Tom. And I owe him a lot. I had a lot of mentors, but Tom, I had access to Tom, which means I had what you all had. We would sit for hours. And the better or the more questions I would ask, the more he would pour. So sometimes when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So sometimes you have to ask better questions to get better answers. And I would ask all these questions. So with Tom, he would give me this vision of it's possible. And you got to think, we would read a lot of motivational books, Think and Grow Rich. The question you asked, did I really believe it will come true? Yeah, I really, in my heart, believe that it will come true. Even the vision board I just did, I really believe it's going to come true. Because again, I have habits to support it. It's a work ethic. So you got to have those habits to support what you want. You can't say you want to do this and then you're sleeping all day. Or you can't say you want this and you're on social media all day. Not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm not condemning anything. But you gotta, your lifestyle or habits have to match up to your goals and what you want. And that's why when we say old school and new school are talking, we have to talk to each other because that's how you grow. You can't have it where we're not talking to one another. We have to talk because, again, I've been your age. You haven't been my age. And again, as time goes on, you're going to be sitting where I am because it's so amazed. I'm sitting down where Tom was. And again, Tom is gone now. So one day you're going to be sitting where I am and I'm going to be gone. And it's just an actual cycle. And as we go, the family gets stronger and stronger and stronger. More momentum, more momentum, more momentum. Because one day the goal is that the family, we don't have these type of discussions. It's a family where we are guaranteed success. And that's the type of level we're putting ourselves on, where we can have those type of things, but these conversations we don't ever have. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So sometimes I always like, for what I used to do is ask Tom all these questions. What questions do you all have for Tia and I?
I want to say, like, what do you think would be different if y'all did have social media?
I think for me, and this is just for me, I think if I had social media, some of the innocence that Tia and I have, and we're not perfect, but it wouldn't be there. Because again, the temptation would be so increased.
Right.
You have to think if we're always working, I don't have opportunity for temptation because my hand's on the plow 24/7. I'm always working, so I don't have that opportunity for temptation. So if I was on social media, my innocence would be gone, right? And that's why I always say I think it's great to get married younger because again, it keeps you innocent and it keeps you away from some of the stuff that you might get into when you don't have that accountability partner that would keep you out of that, if that makes sense. So I'm glad that I wasn't on social media. I don't think I missed anything. I think it helped me because Tom always told me don't compare yourself to others. And it seems like on social media, you don't have a choice. You're put in a situation where you have to compare because it's right in your face.
Right.
A lot of times you're looking at the other girls on social media, their weight, the way they look, and they getting all these tummy tucks and different things like that, and you want to look like that. But be happy with yourself.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What other questions you have?
Are y'all content or where y'all at right now in life, or do y'all see more for yourself?
I see more for myself. I'm very happy, but I had more goals.
Yeah, and one of the things is, again, I blow my mind every day because I'm so far where I thought I would be because I came from so far behind. Just with vocabulary alone, my vocabulary was so limited. So to be able to hold a conversation, I had such low expectations put on me. So again, I'm so further of where I thought I would be. And again, I'm so far from where I know I could be. And that's where, again, that's why we're doing this podcast, to stretch and get uncomfortable and become someone different than we are now. And also help people also. What else you got? And you got to think, I used to fire Tom up. I mean, Tia used to have to come get me down in the basement and say, hey, look, y'all got to wrap it up. And Miss Short would say, y'all got to wrap it up. We would be down there for, I would say, 4 hours just doing nothing but talking about success in life and how to overcome obstacles and how to never give up. We would go on and on and on, and we would role play. I mean, this guy helped me so much. Again, that's where I'm so fortunate I had someone like that to help me.
And I think that both of you all are doing good at this point. Both of you all have nice cars, you have good jobs at this point. I know one day you want to get your own apartment, even though you live in large right now. But you want your own.
Yeah.
And it'll definitely come. It'll definitely come.
That's the same thing. Me and Mo, we wanted our own. Even though we had nice homes and good parents and everything, everybody wanted their own.
Absolutely. And just create a vision board. And maybe one day we'll get together and we all create vision boards together. Because again, that served me. I'm on my 3rd vision board. And again, it always helped me to have a vision to look at every single day, every night, to see where you want to be.
And I think too that you all need to start saving your money, maybe eating at home a little bit more, investing some money, so you will have money later.
Yeah. And I think that's what we did early. We started early. And Tom showed me compound interest. So he showed me all that stuff. Just like we'll show you.
Right.
All right. So in conclusion, just to wrap up, what is someone's takeaways for the day? What are your takeaways?
I feel like never comparing yourself and just be happy where you are right now because you are good where you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And always set goals for yourself and set small goals first and then start going big.
Yeah, there you go. Just enjoy the small wins because one day you'll have the big wins. Absolutely. All right. So again, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you heard today, like, subscribe, share. And as always, I'll see you, and yes, I do mean you, living your dreams. Peace.